Hello, my name is Rodrigo, and we're here with Professor Neil Plakcy, who was part of the Literary Feast of 2009. So how are you doing today?
I'm great, thanks. How are you?
I'm fine, thank you for asking. I hear that you've been writing a book series, Mahu, which is right here. And I have a couple questions.
Okay.
How hard is it to write a book series?
Well, the first step is to write a book. You know, before you can have a series, you have to actually have a book. And so you have to have an idea, and then you have to have the discipline, I think, to sit down and write it. I think that if you can write a page a day, then at the end of a year, you have a book. So that's the kind of advice that I give to people who are interested in writing books, is just sit down and do it.
What inspired you to create this book series?
Actually, that's a really interesting question. I was just thinking about this. I used to watch this TV series called Hill Street Blues. And there was a great episode once, many, many years ago now, in which a gay cop went to a gay club. He was very closeted, he was married and had kids. He went to a club and was witness to a crime, and he escaped. And he had this great ethical dilemma of, he's the only person who's the witness to this crime, and he's a cop. He's sworn to uphold the law. But if he reveals who he was, where he was, and what he was doing there, that's going to have really dramatic implications for himself and his family. And that idea really stuck with me for a long time. And eventually, I came up with my own twist on it, which was to have a closeted gay cop who's really still facing his sexuality himself, go to a club, just dipping his toe in the water, so to speak, and as he's leaving the club, he stumbles on a dead body in the alley behind it. And the investigation of that crime drags him out of the closet, and then led me to write the rest of the books in the series, where he goes through a variety of steps in his own personal life that are highlighted by the kind of cases that he has to investigate.
All right. So usually when you read a book series, you have the same character going through new adventures. How hard is it creating new adventures for this character?
You know, there's a couple things that I do. The first thing is that I look at where he is in his personal life. So, you know, in the first book, he's just coming out of the closet. In the second book, which is Mahu Surfer, he's starting to date. So I knew that he was going to be starting to meet people and have personal relationships and develop friendships. In the third book, he gets a real boyfriend and starts to date that person. So then I wanted to look for crimes that he'd have to investigate that would make him confront those issues and that would help develop those personal issues. And I look at the news reports to see what kind of crimes are going on in Hawaii right now. So, for example, ice, which is the smokable form of crystal meth, is a big problem in Hawaii, much more so than on the mainland. So, in one of my books, there's in this book in particular, there's a subplot involving ice and people who are smuggling it.
All right. I also heard that you're doing a book signing. Can you tell us briefly what that's like?
A signing is a really fun thing because writing is such a solitary process. You know, you sit at your computer by yourself. For me, my only companion is usually my dog because I need quiet. I'm not somebody who can have music going or anything. So it's really wonderful to be able to get out and talk to people about books and about writing and share some of the stories that I've gotten from my travels to Hawaii, from my reading, you know, just from the process of writing. So on this particular Sunday, the 13th, I'll be doing a launch party, kicking off this new book, which is called Mahu Vice. Congratulations.
Do you have any other upcoming works coming soon?
I'm also writing in the romance genre, the male-male romance genre. And so I had my very first romance book is called gaylife.com, and it's about a guy who's in love with his boss at a gay website on South Beach. And the second book, my second romance, is coming out at the very end of this month. It's called 3 Wrong Turns in the Desert. And it's about a mild-mannered teacher from Philadelphia who runs off to Tunisia and gets involved in an adventure with a bodyguard where they go running through the desert chasing after people.
Interesting.
So it's been a lot of fun to read, to write. And I love to read mysteries. I love to read romances. I love to read novels of all kinds.
All right. Well, thank you for your time, and please come back next year.
Right. My pleasure. Thank you.